Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to the channel. Sarah here. We're going to do a reading for you today for the first week of August 2025. Keep in mind, Pisces, this is just a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave out what does not. If you're interested in having a personal reading done by me, you can check out my website, lionessmoonintuitivetarot.com, or you can email me directly at lionessmoonintuitivetarot@gmail.com. All right, Pisces. We're going to do a layered spread today. Obviously, like I always say, just delegate the energies where you see fit. If I say it's your person, it could be you and vice versa. So let's get started. We're going to pull a goddess oracle card first just to see what the overall energy of the reading is going to be. What is the overall theme of this reading? I'm going to pull it off camera though, because some of these images, this one has to do with love. Aphrodite. Love. I'm going to look at there's something that you're on the fence about though, because at the bottom of the deck is doubt. So you've got your red flags about this one, but this has to do with love. All right. So let's get the first layer out for Pisces, the first week of August 2025. Somebody wants to have a conversation after they sabotaged something because they were dishonest, because they were chasing somebody. There was a chaser energy, and now they're regretting it. They were in their ego, and now they're overwhelmed. And they want to come in and mend this connection. So we see self-love as being the overall arching theme. This person may need to heal, or this may have to do specifically with self-centeredness. Somebody wants to come in and have a conversation in order to mend this connection. It looks like this is somebody who you feel a lot of love for. The overall arching theme of the entire reading is love. Now, whatever this is, they want to have a conversation because they're regretting having sabotaged something because they were in their ego. Now, it looks like this chaser card may have more to do with them coming in to chase you in order to make this better. They were dishonest about something and they are feeling overwhelmed about it. They were in their ego over something, though, and it sabotaged this connection. So this may have had something to do with needing to be right about something, or it could have had to do with their reputation, or something to do with pride, okay, got in the way of this connection. As we unfold this, it might become more clear. Can we get the next layer for Pisces, please? Innovation wants to jump out here. Freedom, honest work, so honesty, journey, short term, connections, answers. Oh, fast changes wants to jump out. And the overall arching theme of this portion of your reading is wisdom. There's something about gaining wisdom through making sure that you make the decisions that you need to make that are in alignment with your own self-love. Okay, and this is what helps you, because can't love anybody else unless we know how to love ourselves. You don't know how to treat others until you know how you deserve to be treated, right? And it looks like whatever this person did was very much in alignment with mistreatment of you. So it does look like there's something that you're doing differently right now with this innovation card. You're actually doing something differently. You're coming up with new strategies. And it looks like you may be trying to consider moving towards a more free existence, your freedom. You may be looking at getting free because whoever this is that you've been connected to, this may feel like it's only going to be a short-term thing. And it looks like in gaining freedom and establishing new connections, you're going to be able to come up with the answers you need to come up with in order to get honest about the journey that you are on. And this is going to bring about some fast changes, and you are actually heading towards this road to wisdom here, is what I'm seeing. And the wisdom has to do with being healthy and doing what is best for yourself moving forward. It's not self-centered. This has to do with loving yourself in a healthy way. All right, let's pull the tarot layer. We've got the Eight of Wands. I always breathe a sigh of relief when they start coming out in the upright because I know how triggered people get. Like, I get comments all the time. Seven of Wands in reverse, especially now that I'm on TikTok too. We've got Death. Seven of Wands is in reverse though. The Justice. We've got the Knight of Wands in reverse. We've got the Hierophant. We've got the Five of Wands. And the Seven of Cups in reverse, and the overall arching theme is the Four of Cups. So what I'm getting here is that whoever this is that you've been connected to, that it looks like there was some level of mistreatment going on here. It looks like you are detaching from whoever this is. It looks like whoever this is does want to communicate with you. It does look though that it's almost like what I'm seeing here is that you've taken on this role of allowing this person to kind of call the shots. The Seven of Wands in reverse is somebody who doesn't really stand up for themselves. It's kind of my, kick your boots off on me, I'm a doormat card. So what I'm getting here is that there's been some mistreatment in this connection. And it looks like there has been no real action going on either. This may be a committed relationship, but there's been a lot of combativeness. There's been a lot of problem. This person may have actually gotten other people involved in this connection as well. That doesn't have to be the case, but the Five of Wands is very much this energy of warring. And I'm getting that there's this energy of wanting to end this in order to do what is right and to get over some sort of confusion that you've been under. Because, and that's what I'm getting here, is that by detaching from whoever this is, there's some sort of wisdom that's going to be gained. So there's some sort of confusion that you're going to overcome. And whatever it is has to do with aligning yourself with a more self-loving and loving path. Okay? Let's get the next layer. What is the next layer? We've got flowers. Ooh. Stars just jumped out. Clouds, there we go. There's the confusion that you're overcoming. We've got a rider. Courthouse. Message of concern. That has come out in the last 3 readings. This is, I think, 3, maybe even 4. Compass and Lovers, and the overall theme is distant horizons. It looks like you're distant. I'm just getting, Pisces, that you're detaching from and distancing yourself from a very, very unhealthy, toxic energy. Now, it's written in the stars right now that it is written in the stars. Whoever this is somebody who is meant to be in your life to teach you this lesson of wisdom. And the wisdom that you're meant to learn has to do with aligning yourself with self-esteem and love, because I'm seeing with that Seven of Wands in reverse, that is the opposite of self-love and love, okay? So you've been maybe allowing this person to mistreat you a little bit. What I'm getting here is that it is written in the stars that this person is going to come in. They're going to try and have a conversation with you. They may even bring you a gift. They may be trying to be romantic. I am getting also that they're going to come in a state of distress, maybe even feeling like there's some sort of turmoil going on in their life. They may be having issues with the law, with the courthouse card. I'm just mentioning it because beside message of concern and courthouse, this is written in the stars. So I'm just going to say this is obviously not going to be the message for every single Pisces out there, but somebody out there who's watching this video, this is going to resonate, okay? Somebody is going to come into you, towards you, this person who you've been trying to detach from here. And they are going to try and romanticize you in some way because they're going to need help with something. Now, it looks like whatever this is that's coming in is going to put you in a position where you are going to potentially veer your compass in a new direction, which is back towards this person, and it's going to keep you in a state of confusion. There's going to be this dense, thick fog. You may be dealing with somebody who gaslights. Okay, that those clouds remind me, and the Seven of Cups. It's in the reverse, showing up that you have the potential to overcome this. But this person is coming in to talk to you. They want to communicate with you, and they want to come together in love. And the way that they're going to do this is through the manipulation of telling you, I need your help with something. And for some of you, it is something to do with actual legal stuff. Okay. This person may be going through a very, very, very difficult time. And I don't know that coming together in physical intimacy is going to be your best solution for that, but that is at the forefront of somebody's consciousness. Can we get the last layer out for Pisces? We've got happy, observer, soulmates, blessed, peace, new life, between worlds, by the book, and the overall arching theme is milk and honey. These are all pretty positive cards for the most. They're pretty positive. Okay. So it looks like in this person's absence, you are pretty happy. You've had a chance to come to a place of peace if you are absent from this person, and actually really observe what it was that you had gone through in this connection that taught you, that's going to teach you something or taught you something. You may be going through this now, you may have already gone through this, or this may be a future event. You're all on different timelines, so just take that as it resonates. But in being able to pinpoint something about this connection that may have had you in a more derailed state, you're going to be able to move on to a new life. Now, that's going to actually facilitate you, that just having that paradigm shift is going to facilitate you moving on to a new life. Now, even though it's showing up that new life is right here, we've got between worlds showing up because you've still got this soulmate connection that's coming. It's showing up that there's somebody who you are either detaching from or are detached from. So you may be in no contact, or there's going to be an incident where you become in no contact with somebody and then they come back in. Now that is it's gonna look like. It looks like you're gonna be in no contact or are in no contact with somebody, and you're starting to understand something about your stability and with regard to emotions and everything else in this person's absence. Now this person is destined to come back in. We saw the stars show up, okay? So it's written in the stars. This is part of your birth contract with this person. And this person is coming in, they're your soulmate connection, and they see you as somebody who they can have something amazing with. We've got blessed, it's the equivalent of the star. This person sees you, is going to see you as their wish come true. And they may want to do something really traditional with you, and it's going to be up to you whether you want to get into this new life or if you want to try and maybe make something traditional happen with this person. And it's going to be completely up to you as to whether you go in one direction or the other. It does look, though, based on what I'm seeing, that in order to get that proverbial land of milk and honey, you're going to have to distance yourself from this person. That's what's showing up, okay? You're going to have to create some sort of distance and actually detach in order to come to a place of wisdom and understand the importance of loving yourself in order to truly feel love for others. And maybe that is what is going to bring you back to this person, because it is showing up for a lot of you that this person is your soulmate connection, and you may actually have the potential for something really traditional. Like you may have a long-term connection with this person, but there's still some level of healing that needs to take place in this person's absence in order for you to heal in a way where you can even show this person the love they deserve, right? So let's go through each of these placements. We've got happy. We've got flowers here. Just let me see what's all here first. This person wants to come in. They want to have a conversation. We see the Eight of Wands, which has to do with communication. We see conversation here. Somebody wants to do something new. This person is coming in quite romantic when they do this. They may even be bringing you a gift. We've got observer. Somebody, okay, so here's what it is. Okay, somebody has actually seen, this was written in the stars, by the way. This person was meant to learn this. This may be you. This may be them. I'm reading it as them. There's something that they're realizing about what it was that they did. I'm getting, or it could be you. They may be realizing that they sabotaged a connection. But what I'm seeing is that you're starting to see something about how you're sabotaging yourself, okay, by allowing whoever this is to kind of it looks like there has been a lack of self-defense when somebody has been mistreating you here. And there's some level of freedom that you needed to gain or need to gain in order to understand how not implementing that protection of yourself is sabotaging yourself in some way. Because the problem, Pisces, is that, like, just think of it this way, okay? Whether you have children or you don't have children, if you don't even stand up for or protect yourself when you're being mistreated, how could you protect your own children, right? And that doesn't just count for them, that counts for everybody. But that does, it's something to consider, because we all need to love ourselves enough to protect ourselves from harm, so that we have the ability to love others enough to protect them from harm. So it does look like sometimes just trying to keep the peace with people can be very sabotaging. But it does look like we've got... It does. Okay, so I've got here that whoever this is feeling regretful about their taking whatever actions they took in this connection that caused it to be short term. Some of you, this may be somebody who wants to actually have something legal with you, or they may be going through something legal. I'm just I saw that already, so I'm mentioning it again. It does look like you have potentially moved on to a new life, but there is this message of concern coming in. It does look like whoever this is wants something strong and committed with you, but this person has already proven that they've been in their ego. So I don't know for sure if you're going to have to create distance, because it is showing up here very strongly, Pisces, that you are going to have to create distance with whoever this is in order for you both to learn the lessons you need to learn in order to make, it looks like it could be to make this connection work, honestly. So right now you're in between worlds. You need to make a new choice. You need to move into a new direction so that you can overcome this combativeness and war, so that you can get the answers you need to get as to what it is that's causing you to feel so overwhelmed. There's something about this connection that's causing you some sort of overwhelm, and you may be confused as to why that's happening still. This is a soulmate connection that's causing you a lot of confusion, okay? You may be confused about what's causing this to be causing overwhelm in you. And you may need to put an end to this in order to come to an honest place after there's been dishonesty. Okay, I'm just going to say, sometimes I don't see it until we start unfolding everything. I see the clouds. I saw that Seven of Cups in reverse, which means you're going to overcome that. You're going to have to distance yourself from whoever this is. I'm going to tell you, I am telling you as somebody who has been in this energy. You do not even know how badly you are being gaslighted if you are with a gaslighter until you've been out of their energy for months. Sometimes it's months. It could be several months. And then things start just becoming so clear as to what was actually going on in that connection. But it's very easy to fall prey to that, especially as a Pisces. I can just imagine, because you are ruled by Neptune, which is the dreamy planet. So just be aware of the fact that Spirit is trying to tell you that there's something that is not fully obvious to you, because there is somebody's gaslighting. For a lot of you, you're under a dense, thick fog of confusion right now in this connection, because somebody is kind of shape-shifting your reality and getting away with it. So we've got blessed here. This person is coming. This person does want to make things right with you. They're coming in to chase. They are coming in to communicate. Maybe after being on a journey of some sort, they want something traditional with you. They want to come together in love, but it looks like they want to mend this. They want to overcome. It looks like you're going to overcome the confusion. They may have kept more than one choice too, and they're overcoming the confusion as to what it is that they want to choose. I'm just getting, though, Pisces, that if you don't overcome the confusion, if this does resonate with you, as to if you don't understand what it is that's keeping you in some sort of confusion, that's maybe keeping you overwhelmed in this connection, it might be in your best interest to just distance yourself from this person for a while in order to understand it. It doesn't mean that this person is like evil or anything. They just, you know, they might be willing to change if you can articulate to them what it was that you were going through in this connection. It depends on the person, but in the end, Spirit is trying to tell you that your own self-defense, protection matters, and this is going to lead to a wisdom after being very, very confused as to how important it is to love yourself in order to love everyone else around you. So, Pisces, that is your reading for the first week of August 2025. Thank you so much for all of your support, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. And until I read you again, take care and bless.